Imagine spending $1.5 billion to build the tallest skyscraper on Earth, only for people to start asking one uncomfortable question. Why does so much of it seem empty? Standing at an incredible 828 meters, or 2,717 feet, the Burj Khalifa isn't just another skyscraper. It's a global symbol of ambition, luxury, and engineering excellence. Since opening in 2010, millions of tourists have traveled to Dubai just to see this iconic tower pierce the clouds. It became the centerpiece of postcards, blockbuster movies, and social media, representing Dubai's astonishing rise from a desert trading port to a futuristic metropolis. But behind the breathtaking skyline and dazzling nighttime light shows, a different story has been unfolding. Over the years, reports have surfaced claiming that many apartments remain vacant, office floors struggle to attract tenants, and some owners rarely even visit the properties they purchased. Critics have gone as far as calling the Burj Khalifa a vertical ghost town, suggesting that one of the world's greatest engineering achievements may not be as vibrant as it appears from the outside. So what really happened? Is the Burj Khalifa actually empty? Or is this another internet myth exaggerated for clicks? In today's documentary, we'll uncover the fascinating story behind the world's tallest building, from its record-breaking construction and the financial crisis that nearly derailed it to the reality of its occupancy, hidden maintenance costs, and whether this architectural masterpiece is truly becoming an empty giant, or if the truth is far more surprising. Let's begin. Construction of the Burj Khalifa officially began in 2004 during one of Dubai's most ambitious development booms. The city envisioned a skyline unlike anywhere else on Earth, hoping to attract international investors, luxury buyers, and millions of tourists. Developed by MR Properties, the skyscraper required more than 12,000 workers at its peak. Engineers pushed construction technology beyond previous limits, pumping concrete hundreds of meters into the sky while battling scorching desert temperatures exceeding 45 degrees Celsius. Everything appeared to be going according to plan. Then came the 2008 global financial crisis. As economies collapsed across the world, Dubai's booming real estate market suffered a dramatic slowdown. Property values plunged, speculative investors disappeared, and billions of dollars in projects were either delayed or canceled altogether. The Burj Khalifa itself narrowly escaped becoming one of those casualties. Dubai required a massive financial bailout from neighboring Abu Dhabi, reportedly worth around $20 billion. In recognition of that support, the tower, originally planned to be called Burj Dubai, was renamed Burj Khalifa after Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Although the building officially opened in January 2010, with one of the largest fireworks displays ever seen, the celebration masked a difficult reality. Many luxury apartments remained unsold. Office demand weakened dramatically. Investors who expected immediate profits suddenly found themselves holding expensive properties in a struggling market. The tallest building on Earth had officially opened, but filling it with people would become an entirely different challenge. One of the biggest reasons people believe the Burj Khalifa is empty is because much of the building isn't occupied in the traditional sense. Unlike a normal apartment tower where residents live year-round, many Burj Khalifa units were purchased as investment properties by wealthy international buyers. Some owners visit only a few weeks each year, while others simply hold the apartments, hoping property values will increase over time. As a result, entire sections of the tower can appear unusually quiet. Office occupancy has also fluctuated. While premium companies value the prestige of having an address inside the world's tallest building, the extremely high rental costs have encouraged many businesses to choose newer commercial districts offering larger spaces at lower prices. Then there's another surprising factor. The Burj Khalifa contains hundreds of mechanical and service floors that the public never sees. These areas house elevators, cooling systems, electrical equipment, water pumps, and maintenance facilities necessary to operate such a massive structure. Because of this, not every floor is designed for residents or office workers. Maintenance costs also remain enormous. Keeping thousands of windows clean, maintaining dozens of high-speed elevators, cooling the building in Dubai's extreme heat, and ensuring every system operates safely requires continuous investment. To outsiders, fewer visible lights at night may suggest vacancy. In reality, many units are simply second homes, investment properties, or temporarily unoccupied residences rather than permanently abandoned spaces. Still, the perception of emptiness continues to fuel debate around this extraordinary skyscraper. Owning property inside the Burj Khalifa is far more expensive than simply paying the purchase price. Residents and investors must also deal with substantial annual service charges, maintenance fees, and premium utility costs that reflect the complexity of operating the tallest building on Earth. Every day, the tower functions like a vertical city. High-speed elevators transport thousands of visitors, sophisticated cooling systems battle Dubai's intense desert climate, and advanced safety systems are monitored around the clock. Even routine tasks, such as cleaning the building's thousands of glass panels, require specialized crews and equipment. These operating expenses contribute to some of the highest service fees in the region. For investors hoping to generate rental income, these ongoing costs can significantly reduce profits, particularly during periods when demand for luxury apartments softens. Some owners have chosen to keep their properties vacant rather than rent them below their expected returns, reinforcing the perception that large portions of the building sit unused. The Burj Khalifa is also closely tied to Dubai's luxury real estate market, which experiences natural cycles of rapid growth followed by periods of slower demand. As market conditions change, occupancy rates can fluctuate, even in one of the world's most recognizable buildings. Despite these challenges, the tower remains a landmark destination, attracting millions of tourists every year who visit its observation decks, restaurants, and luxury hotel. The reality is that maintaining an engineering marvel of this scale comes with extraordinary financial responsibilities, costs that are largely invisible to the visitors admiring its breathtaking skyline. Calling the Burj Khalifa a failure may grab attention, but it oversimplifies a much more complex reality. While stories about empty apartments and quiet hallways often circulate online, the building continues to serve several successful purposes. It remains one of Dubai's biggest tourist attractions, welcoming visitors from around the world to its observation decks. The tower is also home to luxury residences, premium office space, fine dining, and the renowned Armani Hotel, making it a mixed-use development rather than simply a residential skyscraper. Its true value extends beyond occupancy numbers. The Burj Khalifa has become a global marketing icon for Dubai. Images of the tower appear in films, advertisements, international events, and travel campaigns, helping position the city as a destination for tourism, business, and investment. In that sense, its economic impact reaches far beyond the revenue generated by apartment sales or office leases. At the same time, critics argue that the building symbolizes the risks of ultra-luxury real estate markets. High prices, investment-driven purchases, and fluctuating demand can create the impression of emptiness, especially when compared with buildings designed primarily for permanent residence. Ultimately, the Burj Khalifa represents both extraordinary achievement and the challenges of maintaining an ambitious global landmark. It stands as a reminder that iconic architecture is judged not only by its height, but also by how effectively it serves the people who use it. The truth, as always, lies somewhere between the headlines and reality. More importantly, the Burj Khalifa has already achieved something few buildings ever will. It transformed Dubai's global identity. It became an instantly recognizable landmark that symbolizes ambition, innovation, and architectural excellence. Whether viewed as a financial success or a cautionary tale, its influence on tourism, branding, and urban development is undeniable. Perhaps the Burj Khalifa's greatest legacy isn't simply being the tallest building on Earth. It's proving that modern megaprojects are about far more than concrete and steel. They're about vision, risk, and the stories people tell about them. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Would you live in the Burj Khalifa?